The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the tribe from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 222 pounds, Alpha Jason! And his opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Virus, James Brooks!
Can you not hear me? Damn, my headphones were turned off. Damn, G, my bad. I've been talking this whole time. Well, shit. No time is better than none. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Monday, October 20th, 2025. With you as always, I'm War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this is Monday Night Havoc. Two underground champions going toe-to-toe here. The inaugural and the most recent. Bring that hard-hitting style to Monday Night Havoc an opening matchup. This is Go Home Edition, Season 3, Episode 31. In the fallout of Unlimited, Aces Hot. With Gus and Glory right down the street. We ain't wasting no time. They're vying for position in here. Dominic Jason, the 87-day run with that Underground Championship with 4 successful defenses underneath his belt. Really coming to his own, finding that groove midway through Season 3. Can he keep that momentum? Now that he's light from the shackles of the Underground Division. There ain't nowhere to go but up. Brooks, the OG when it comes to the Underground. Ready to bring the fight, working that ground and pound. Out of the apron, the American Venom. The deadly, deplorable, despicable Jay Brooks slingshotting himself in the high cross body. Racing in the cover with the leg hook for the win. Jason with the kick out at 2. Ooh, Dominic Jason able to pull the trigger a little bit quicker. They're going to wash it down. with that middle rope springboard moonsault, getting all the air, dropping the elbow down. DJ, man. The Dirty Titan. The self-proclaimed king of the underground. And for the better part of 3 months, holding down that right to call himself that. Showing up, representing. Even though it wasn't a win on TV every time. When it mattered, when the title was on the line, this young man stepped up to the occasion. Back inside the ring with the advantage now. Dirty Dom staring down. The despicable Jay Brooks, the SOB, gonna make it back inside the ring at the count of 6. And Dominic Jason weighing away, victory roll, double stomp combination. Racing back into the cover. Dirty Dom for the win, only good for the count of 2. And using that middle rope as a launch pad now to begin the aerial assault to keep Jay Brooks grounded. Dirty Dom working the combination now. Talk about crisp striking. Honing that craft in the underground circuit. Dirty Dom going up top. And the big splash, flattening Brooks in the center of the ring. Into the cover for the win. And a close near fall. And Brooks with a couple of well-placed elbows to the midsection. Gonna take the lead here. Nice sliding elbow, dropping Dirty Dom, and more ground and pound from the combat sports enthusiast. Brooks lining up, measured, connected with a basement dropkick. Cannot clear the distance on that Topa Tomoko. Heel bum. Welcome to the show if you're just now joining us. From the second rope, Dirty Dom firing up here. Irish whipping in the ropes. Brooks with the reversal. Ooh, and a pop-up. Simple kick to the midsection. And Brooks looking to wash it down with a hard knee right across the jaw. Falling into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 1. The arm trap back kick, dropping Brooks and Dirty Dom. Trying to go for the kill there, the takedown, stifled, a sprawling Jay Brooks, and a snatch of double legs and sink on. That bad conduct discharge submission hold. Dirty Dom going to weather the storm though. Back to his feet, back with the advantage it seems. Tornado DDT off the second rope. Dom taking flight now. The moonsault from the second rope for some big money. The king of the underground. The Dirty Titan for the win, only good for the count of 2. Brooks with the in-ring IQ, able to avoid disaster. The mouth of the South, formerly of the Delta Force. Now the one-man army delivering the basement dropkick. And one big roundhouse trying to put Dirty Dom to rest here for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Brooks fired up, locked in to snatch the single leg this time. Applying the ankle lock, got the grapevine cinch. And Dom once again gonna hold on. Talking some trash, the mouth of the South. Reverse off the whip. Over the top with the leapfrog. And a sling blade off the rebound into the cover. Jay Brooks. And just like that, it is all over. Jay Brooks picking up the win here. After making a return a little over a month ago. Brooks Brooks continuing to keep his nose to the grindstone. Embracing that fight. Coming in here, week in and week out, win, lose, or draw. And tonight, it was a win. Some good back and forth action with Brooks. With that mixed martial arts training going deep, the technical grappling, those crisp strikes, picking up the dub. And Dirty Dom, after that unprecedented stretch, now 0-2, 2 nights in a row. Brooks ain't done yet. I told y'all this motherfucker was despicable. I told y'all this SOB. Jay Brooks, ladies and gentlemen, the winner here in an amazing match. Let's keep it moving. This go home show. The pain train rolling through all the way to Unlimited. Allison Blackwell picking him up, really impressive in the first couple of weeks. But associating with some companies sometimes, they like to bump their gums, might get you involved in a precarious situation. Fortunate for her, tonight is a main roster debut. Doing her thing on Fight Night. Seemingly ready to step up the competition, Allison Blackwell going head to head. The former women's champion, the Psycho, Britt Graves. Let's get into it.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the tribe from New York, Allison Blackwell.
The newest member of the Titans tribe. The muse of Papucho, Nagasaki. Going a quick 2-0 in her first 2 outings. Completely dominant over on Fight Night. Well, not a call-up. Think it is more of the tryout. Really impressing the first couple of weeks. Fish was always looking to add a little bit of spice to women's division. But is the juice worth the squeeze? Well, Blackwell able to step it up and swim in these troubled waters we call Monday Night Havoc.
And her opponent from North Carolina, Britt.
One of the most domineering individuals, damn Britt, in All-Star Pro Wrestling. The Psycho, Britt Graves, former Women's World Champion. Looking to cross paths with Kelly Rage this Sunday at Unlimited after the controversial finish in that 3-way dance at Legacy. The Psycho has not forgotten. Perhaps a bit distracted lately, but no doubt looking to cash in that rematch clause. Britt Graves ready to make some heads roll here tonight on Havoc. Allison Blackwell, Britt Graves, 1, fall to a finishing week, underway. Gonna meet in the center of the ring, Blackwell whipping that big boot. Gonna push Graves off to the locker up once again. This time Blackwell with the advantage though. And the upstart, the rookie, trying to make the most of this opportunity, this invitation. Ain't she though? Rolling into the cover, only good for the count of one. And the moonsault press transition and then reverse drop down DDT. Ready to take her opponent for the ride. Graves float over Uranagi, planting Blackwell into the canvas. Welcome to Havoc, kid. And Graves now. Just giving Blackwell hell. In a submission, but Blackwell gonna fight her way free. Now with the advantage, Irish whip into the ropes. Looking for the belly to belly. Graves says no, back wheel trip. And immediately into the cover. Trying to test the water here, only good for the count of one. Off the springboard, the casket drop, clearing 2/3 of the distance of the ring. Brittany and Graves the Psycho planting her with the Uranagi. Once again, this time with the Anaconda Vice. Trying to make short work of the upstart for Blackwell. Saying na-na. The young Titan off the rebound, eating the knee in Graves. Dialed in. Ready to deal some more damage. Sit out, face buster. X Factor style. Wow. And just like that, it is all over. Britt, you didn't have to do that girl like that. That was fucked up. These people pay good money for these seats, and you're gonna go sit there and do a squash match. That's some bullshit.
Here is your winner, Britt Graves.
Back to her winning ways. Britt Graves absolutely dominating the competition here this evening. Talking some trash. Ready for that clash. Britt, you silly as fuck. Come this Sunday. Damn, lackluster though. That's terrible. Let's not do that again, shall we? This should be good. This should be good. Former TV champion, Sam Magnum, ready to go one-on-one with the reigning Underground champion, Jackson Cole. Let's do it up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, Sergeant Sam Magnum.
Winner of the 2025 Apex Tournament, the inaugural and two-time World Television Champion, formerly of the Delta Force, now a one-man army. The mercenary, the soldier of fortune, Staff Sergeant Sam Magnum, ready for some one-on-one action. less than 24 hours removed from a grueling underground match, the new champion,
and his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 222 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Underground Champion, Pretty Boy Jackson Cole.
the new face of the underground, the player, the silver bullet, the heartbreaker, the reigning, undisputed All-Star Pro Wrestling Underground Champion, representing the Kings of the Fallen Throne, Jackson Cole Bay. I don't think you heard me right last time. I said Jackson Cole Bay, the reigning underground champion. Sam Magnum, Jackson Cole, one-on-one action, and we underway. Magnum normally likes to start off hot, likes to come in with those big explosive moves. This time, opting to go for the collar elbow. There he goes. Spoke too soon. The king of the cutter, guaranteed to test the strength of your jaw. Sam Magnum trying to roll through, looking for that stunner. But a well-scouted underground champion, Jackson Cole, ready. Greet him with a super kick instead. Now tossed down the ringside. Magnum. Back inside the ring, but still in the drop zone. Able to connect with the single leg drop kick and wash it down with the lion salt. Cole, the former Fight Night champion, the recent call to Monday Night Havoc. This king of the fallen throne has been doing his thing here. And Cole, sending Magnum for a ride and back down the ringside. He is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Hung out to dry on the top rope, or on the apron rather. That is the hardest part of the ring. And Magnum being stifled, being stuffed, being smothered with offense right now. Cole not letting up, but being too aggressive, and Magnum able to gain his bearings and regain control in this match. Big Irish Whip going to send Jackson Cole down the ringside, and a bloody Sam Magnum holding the high ground, going to play the crowd and wait for his opponent to make a false step so he can spear him out of his shoes. Magnum, with his opponent stuffed, looking for it. The crucifix powerbomb. Out to the apron now. Magnum dialed in, trying to get airborne with it, but Cole out of the way. Irish whipping in the ropes. Looking for the belly-to-belly, but Magnum able to maintain his military bearing. Stifling the takedown attempt, putting the brakes on, and Cole overcommitting. And every single time, Magnum gonna make him pay. Good old-fashioned Monday night special, driving those knees right in the lower back. Magnum now exercising caution, trying to figure out his next move, and how about a pair of dueling roundhouse? We're walking right into the waiting clutches of Jackson Cole slapping on that Kimura lock. Magnum trying to go up top. Caught lacking and getting a taste of his own medicine. Drop with a cutter. Into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 2. We are not worthy indeed. Irish whipping in the ropes. Magnum able to counter the opponent once again. Rolling through this time. All money with the stunner. Racing into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, gonna show Cole how it's done. Bloodying the Underground Champion with a leaping cutter. Only good for the count of 2. Magnum frustration setting in, trying to go for the ground and pound. Cole gonna turn the tables, serving up a few knuckle sandwiches of his own. And the Underground Champion, drenched in his own blood, full of rage. The Heartbreaker, the Silver Bullet, going up to the second floor, delivering the elbow smash. Nice leg lace takedown to regain control. Magnum now, once again, countered on the ground and pound attempt. Cole have a little fun while also doling out some damage. Oh, the double knee face buster. Magnum trying to wash it down with the Lionsaw. But Cole, ooh, the short forearm to a grounded opponent. The Silver Bullet with the blockbuster. Cole locked in, ready to execute. Exchanging hard right hands, and Cole gonna clean out Magnum with the enziguri. The Philadelphia native gonna join the Soldier of Fortune down the ringside, deliver the super kick. Not done yet, holding on. German suplex, dumping Magnum right on the dome. Ready to continue this aerial onslaught all the way from 15 feet in the air. Nobody home for the elbow drop. Magnum, no Cole. Hard right hand. Reverse back elbow. Magnum back in control. Ooh, looking for the stomp. Encountered with another cutter. They're just exchanging them here, folks. It's almost like the well-scouted Underground Champion. And the regional rival here in All-Star Pro. Trying to deliver Magnum a taste of his own medicine. And just too fast. Magnum out of the way. Able to maintain composure. Oh, and dropping the stomp on the lower back. Jackson Cole, the Underground Champion, slapping on the submission hold. Hanakan of Vice, center of the ring, and Magnum says no, sir. Oh, Magnum with the head movement, but cannot avoid it the second time. The combination, feet and fists are flying. Into the bloodthirsty crowd, they said they want to see it one more time. But Cole, into the cover, trying to close out strong here, the Underground Champion. And just like that, it is all over. That, my friends, was one hell of a match. These two individuals bringing the business, and Monday Night Havoc much better for it, for having both of them. Man, that's the kind of energy we expect you to bring here on the Go Home Show. We got Guts and Glory this Saturday, folks. We got 30 individuals entering the Battle Royal. With that coveted briefcase on the line, only one will win. As the week goes on, start figuring out the pecking order, how we're going to do this thing. But it's aside from that, we've also got, what, six other matches? 8 other matches? Oh, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be long, though. Let me split it down, maybe. Let's see.
Here is your winner, Pretty Boy Jackson Cole.
The Underground Champion, Jackson Cole, picking up the win in an amazing match. Taken to his limit by Sam Magnum. And that veteran versus Ricky Dynamic. Paying off oh so well tonight. Let's keep it moving, y'all. The pain train continues through Monday Night Havoc. And fresh off the heels of a massive victory at Unlimited, Brian Walker right back inside the square circle, wasting no time, trying to keep a shine on that polish, going one-on-one with Brutal Lucha's own Bishop Blaze.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Blueprint, Brian Walker.
The American Blueprint, Brian Walker, coming into the league with a ton of hype surrounding his name, backing up all said hype. The former television champion, ready to add some more polish onto that shine.
And his opponent, representing the Luchadors from Pretoria, South Africa, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Luchador, Bishop Blaze.
Representing the Brutal Luchadors, multi-time tag team champion, 2-time Grand Prix champion, the Trailblazer, Bishop Blaze, ready to get some of his action, ready to turn up the heat here on Havoc. Consistently one of the top performers in the league. Blaze. Ready to test Brian's height. First hand. Ready to test the metal. Quite possibly the next big thing. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Trailblazer, Bishop Blaze. We got Brian Walker, Bishop Blaze. One fall to a finish and we underway, both making a minute in the ring, both with the same idea. Blaze going high, Walker going low. We are trapped in a stalemate here. Little collar and elbow tie up. I was going to test each other's pedigree here. And Walker, with that presence, the finesse, and the technical ability to back it up. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Blaze, the high flyer, in recent years has put on a substantial amount of muscle, increasing that strength and losing virtually no speed, no stamina, no agility. One of the most well-rounded characters, one of the most well-rounded luchadors ever to hit the scene. Shattering the dreams of Walker right in the family jewels. Blaze rolls to the outside, trying to reset back on the inside. But the small delay going to cost them in the leg balance roundhouse. Walker dropping Blaze. That amazing victory last night at Unlimited over Adrian Danger. Walker solidifying herself with the victory over former world champion. But Blaze determined not to suffer the same fate off the springboard with the lariat. But Walker once again seizing the initiative, a front kick off the rebound, dropping Blaze. Good old-fashioned Monday Night Special. Walker knows what time it is. Looking for that roundhouse off the springboard with a beautiful disaster that would have been, but still in control. Running right in the right hand. Oh, and the vicious backbreaker. The Trailblazers are ready to turn up the heat here. Seemingly having a good time in there. The Trailblazer. Bishop Blaze only good for the count of 2. Slamming Walker face first in that top turnbuckle. Not once but twice. Now hoisted him there. Now going to join him up there. We got a fight ensuing on the top rope. Blaze dislodged. Walker in control. But the reverse back elbow says otherwise. Nice head movement. We're exchanging control here. The seesaw battle, ladies and gentlemen. Momentum shifting like a 3-0 foe. Kicked off. Walker back in control. Kicked off. Bishop Black in control. Holding the high ground now. Going to play to the crowd some. And over the top, head over heels with the senton. Keeping Walker grounded as he moves on to the aerial assault. Big Meteora from 15 feet in the air. But Walker staying composed under pressure, showing grace under fire. Able to shift the momentum back in his favor once again. Now talking trash from the high ground of the square circle. That's right, goddammit. Oh, but ill-advised. Going back down the ringside, and Blaze now trying to make Walker pay for the aggression. Pump handle driver right down the ringside. Only HAVOK's on. Raising hell here. Bishop Blaze with a double underhook. Walker fighting his way free, delivering the lariat. Short arm style. Inverted fireman's carry and the detonation knee. Brian Walker for the win. Only good for the 2. Don't forget to knock Brian Walker, the American Blueprint, with a super kick right in the mush. Did not get all of that enziguri, but got enough to drop Blaze and the Trailblazer in a vulnerable state right now. Walker knows they're looking to capitalize, and there it is. Crushing Blaze into oblivion, but Blaze firing right back though. Little misdirection to get his opponent off guard. But Walker closing out strong here. That flash knee right across the nose. Bloody and Blaze, but only good for the 2 of the pinning attempt. Blaze zeroed in. Ready to end it here. Got his opponent stuffed. Double underhook. This time, delivering the pile driver. Racing into the cover. The Trailblazer for the win. Only good for the count of 2. We are not worthy indeed. Roll through capo kick. And Blaze digging deep in that bag of tools. Oh, top rope moonsault stomp. Is it enough to pick up the win? Only good for the count of 2. Off the Irish whip, the rebound. Walker trying to retake control, but Blaze. Oh no, Walker. And the low altitude super kick to close out the combination. The American Blueprint. Once again, crushing Bishop Blaze for the win. And Joe, no, it is not over. The sidestepping Blaze going to capitalize with the stomp. This match is going fucking bananas. Let's go. Victory roll. Trying to steal one. Bishop Blaze only good for the count of 2. Walker able to kick his man off. Trailblazer with a quick kick to the head. Walker behind the back. Reverse, drop down, and DDT. Oh, and a stomp to the temple. Walker fired up now. Daring his opponent to stand up so he can put him right back down. Don't forget to knock the American Blueprint, Brian Walker, 2 nights in a row, picking up the big win over longtime veterans. This young man is on a roll, son, and this match right here might even deliver harder than last night's outing. And I don't know about y'all, but I think a title shot is in line for Mr. Walker. He never got the rematch for that TV title after all. Of course, he can take the rest of the week to rest. He's got the Battle Royal to look forward to as well. But yeah, for his next cycle, definitely got our eye on you, kid. Good shit. And another impressive as usual showing from the Trailblazer. This thing was an absolute banger. Wow, bringing out the 5-star boys. Okay. I see y'all. Oh, the TV champ in the building. There he is. Got a bit of a rematch. Drag on, man. Dude been doing his thing. I'm telling y'all been sleeping on this dude. The human highlight reel. He ain't just putting on bangers no more. He's putting on bangers and winning against some top tier motherfuckers. Matter of fact, he's got a win over Briggs. He got 2 wins over the Ryan Maker. Briggs trying to get his win back tonight, though. Let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, Xander Spirit Steel.
Adrian Youngblood, better known as Drag On, also known as the Human Highlight Reel. And I tell you, my man always puts on a show. But like I said at the top of this thing, he's been racking them up left and right. Clean wins, building that momentum. It's only a matter of time. But here tonight, Briggs on his way to get that win back.
One half of the ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling Classic Tag Team Champions, Damian the Beast Briggs.
The Elite Triple Crown Champion, Damian Briggs, no doubt one of the standout performers assigned to the HAVOK brand. Coming through, holding it down every single week. even making some headway on Power Driver as one half of their reigning Classic Tag Team Champions. Former national champion, former TV champion, former World Tag Team champion, current Classic Tag Team champion alongside with Basham, Damian Briggs, the Elite Beast, ready to go one-on-one. The human highlight reel. Drag on. Let's do it. And Briggs wasted no time. Came to get his lick back here on Havoc. Go home show. We got Gus and Glory this weekend. Got a stacked card for you, no doubt. I'm thinking tonight is a little appetizer before the main course of the PLE with a 30-man over the top rope battle royal. The coveted briefcase on the line. It goes down this Sunday. New York City, New York. The city is so nice they named it twice. Dropped down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. And Briggs exploding back with that big lariat. And that big gut-wrench toss. Damian Briggs rolling through over the top with the power slam. Welcome one and all if you're just now joining us. Monday Night Havoc, Season 3, Episode 31, the go-home show for Gus and Glory. We got Damian Briggs locked in battle with the human highlight reel. Drag on. Briggs unloading with the combination now. But a reverse quick kick to the head. And drag on, dropping him with the somersault cutter. Tied up. Trying to slow that momentum down. Push back though. Damian Briggs trying to impose his will on his opponent. The referee stepping in to create some separation, and Briggs gonna take some liberties here. Kicked off. Back on the offensive. Back with the advantage, at least momentarily. Briggs now kicking his opponent off. Dragon just taking a little too long. And the Elite Beast gonna capitalize. Gonna exploit in the opening, give it to him. Oh, but Dragon firing right back. Meaning fire with fire. And an odd angle there, unable to land the springboard. And Briggs once again just gonna roll him into the cover lightly, testing the water, and the big spear gonna cut right through him. Going upstairs, the Elite Beast, Damian Briggs with a big splash from parallel to perpendicular, connecting clean, center of the ring, only good for the count of 2. He's got his opponent right where he wants him. Irish whipping in the ropes. Looking for the belly-to-belly drag on. Have another idea, though. Going to flatten him with that hard knee right in the mouth. That inverted sling blade. Rolling bulldog, whatever you want to call it. Only good for 2. And Briggs with the combo breaker. Big time Uranagi with the exclamation point on it. Briggs giving his opponent hell right now. From the deadlift, Yakuza cutter, paying homage. The tag team partner, the man of 1,000 hoes, Jindrak Basham, only good for the count of 2. This capacity crowd on their feet, making some noise, showing some love for his action inside this square circle. Out to the apron now, Briggs with his target on wobbly legs, gonna drop him with that massive European uppercut. And off the springboard, Dragon able to get the guard up And a deep digging rolling DDT. Trying to turn the tide back in his favor once again. Trying to rally here. The human highlight reel. Dragon up to the second floor. Briggs now wobbly legs and a double X handle. Gonna finish the job, dropping his larger opponent for the win. Holy good for the count of 2. The Elite Beast dialed in. Lined up, looking for that punt kick. Trying to be like Duncan Penderhughes. But the well-scouted Dragon saw it coming, made the adjustment. Nice sidestep, working the combination. Briggs with the counter. Deep arm drag. And Dragon, once again, finding himself in a very vulnerable spot. But the evasiveness. Just too agile, too slippery, too quick. Blasting Briggs right in the face with the super kick. Blood him in the process for the win. Only good for the count of 2. And this crowd is rabid. They're bloodthirsty. They want to see it again. Briggs avoiding a blockbuster. Dropping behind the back with the chop block reversal. Damian Briggs. Now dribbling the head of Dragon off the canvas. A series of stomps to the back. Arms trapped for the win. Damian Briggs only good for the count of 2. Big Fisherman Buster, the Elite Beast, rolling down the ringside. Giving chase, victory roll, super kick combination, connecting clean. Briggs giving Dragon all he can handle and insult. Off the springboard, nobody home. Nice sidestep. Dragon evading disaster there. And gonna try to pick Briggs apart now. Paying homage, Dragon knows what time it is. Breaking out that Monday night special, snapping the fingers. Before driving a pair of knees right in the kidneys rather. Nobody home with a Superman punch, and Dragon on the receiving end of another one. Ooh, this time on the barricade. Underneath, we cannot evade it all. Briggs. We got a 20 count, y'all. It's all good. With the F10 down on that hard, unforgiving arena floor. Damage being amplified. And Briggs thinks he's done enough. Rolling his opponent back inside the ring, but instead of going for the cover, going to the high-rent district. The Elite Beast, Damian Briggs taking flight, high cross body, right on target. Gut wrench. Oh, into the Yakuza cutter, planet face first. Putting some stank on it. Damian Briggs for the win. And just like that, it is all over. What a match. Speed versus power. Technique versus aggression. Now split 1-1. We got to get a rubber match sometime down the road. That shit was some heat. They saw the last match and decided they wanted to turn up the octane too. And the back and forth was real. But as the match drug on, Briggs started to carve that path, widen that gap. And the late match rally by Dragon was just not enough to withstand. Yeah, that was getting it. Yeah, that was getting it. You can tell when it's long replays like that, they definitely was getting it. I mean, you watched the match anyway. Y'all saw they was getting it. And mercifully, it is all over. Both men bloody, taking each other to the limit here. And Briggs, still with one of the highest winning percentages on the season, keeping that trajectory going strong. One half of the Classic Tag Team Champions breaking out the 4.5 banger. Let's keep it moving, y'all. It's the Go Home Show. Go Home Edition. We still got it. You know. Go Home Edition for HAVOK brand. Nonetheless, moving along. It had to be. We got the Dream Superstar going one-on-one. Well, quite possibly the breakout star of the season, Jimmy Kane, at least of the summer. Shit's getting wild, y'all. It's about to go down. The Dream Superstar one-on-one with the only one, Jimmy Kane. Let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 212 pounds, the Dream Superstar!
The veteran from season 1, internationally known, bringing out name recognition, with the skill set to back it up. Two-time Grand Prix champion. Two-time World Television Champion, highly decorated, often imitated, never duplicated, the Dream Superstar. Ready to get some action. Live here tonight on Monday Night HAVOK. The season is upon us. We don't need no reason. Guts and Glory right down the street. And the veteran about to test Jimmy Kane's mettle to see what all the fuss is about.
And his opponent, representing the social outcasts from Asgard, weighing in at 226 pounds, Punk Jimmy Kane!
With the record holding 6 consecutive successful Fight Night Championship defenses. My man's been going hard for the past month and a half, taking out some of the top names in the business, in the company, week in and week out. Unlimited, PLEs, Fight Nights, you name it. Kane really making a name for himself. Now free from the shackles of Fight Night. Fully ascended to the main roster. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the only one, Jimmy Kane. The big fish in the Fight Night pond. Now in the deep waters. Monday Night HAVOK. Let's get into it. We got the Dream Superstar. We got Jimmy Kane. We got one-on-one action, and we underway. Gonna meet in the center of the ring, Kane trying to piece up the Dream in the standing Spanish fly. Wasting no time. Introducing himself to the main roster. Kane coming in hot, coming in swinging, trying to bring the fight right to the Dream. Dream bring the fight right back though. Well placed elbow to the midsection. But Kane with the reverse drop down DDT. A ball of fire. Pumping, full of adrenaline. Irish whip it in the corner. Kane with the advantage. Oh, vicious chop. Kane going upstairs. I think catching the Dream off guard. Monkey flip, taking down the veteran into the cover with the leg hook. Dream able to kick out at one. Rolling outside the ring to try to reset. Kane going upstairs. Taking a leap, connecting with the insane elbow. Off to the races. Jimmy Kane talking his trash. Got a date with Shan Leon this Saturday at Unlimited. Power bombed into oblivion off the counter. Dream said he's done playing around. Ready to sing this fool a lullaby and put him to sleep. Delivering a short elbow. Cutting the distance, maximizing impact. But Kane taking initiative once again with the legless takedown. Back inside the ring. Kane with the Irish whip. This time connected with the Hurricane Rana. A sharp kick to the lower back. And Kane out the ringside. Trying to get back to the skies, back to the aerial assault. Second time the charm. And a boot to the midsection. Kane just having his way right now. Into the cover. Jimmy Kane for the win. And a close near fall. Dream behind the back, reverse drop down DDT. And a veteran. Fighter from behind. Playing catch up here, trying to rally. Applying that pressure, and Kane back to his feet, off the springboard. And the break lasts in case of emergency. And once again, back in the driver's seat. But only fools rush in. Call Lack and Dream with a sling blade off the counter. And the pin attempt good for one. But zeroed in on his target, the superstar. Snatching a double leg. And that patented dungeon lock. We've seen so much success over the seasons with this maneuver. The Kane able to weather the storm. Trying to fire back here. Jimmy Kane off the springboard, the wheelbarrow, bulldog. Getting maximum torque. But Dream being the counter fighter here. Making Kane work for it. Drops down underneath following the Irish whip. Kane with the sidestep and another Hurricane Rana. Speed kills. Jimmy Kane knows this. Dream. Over and under on the scoop slam. And Kane ready to end it here. Super kick right in the mouth for the win. Jimmy Kane only good for the count of two. Another counter for Kane. Just a little too quick. Dream. Creating some separation there. He's got here an opportunity. And the combo breaker. Oh, but Dream with another reversal quick kick to the head. We are off to the races here. Kane. Oh, that was cheap and booty. Oh, shit. Kane fired up. Dream in a very vulnerable state right now. Zeroed in. Jimmy Kane looking for the super kick. Connecting clean into the cover. Is it enough to get the win here? Jimmy Kane. And just like that, it is all over. Wow. Jimmy Kane showing up on Havoc. Primed and ready the #1 contender for the Grand Prix Championship. Ready to lock horns with Shan Leon this Saturday at Gust and Glory. A major performance for both competitors. And Kane just pushing the pace. Really leaning into that speed, kicking into the 5th gear. But man, have these matches been delivering here tonight. The Prince of Punk regaining some lost momentum en route to that Grand Prix Championship match. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Oh shit, I forgot we went. Oh fuck, I forgot about this match. Oh shit, it's about to go down. The new and improved Papucho Nagasaki riding a wave of momentum, riding all that confidence into this match after taking down longtime rival Jack Demon less than 24 hours ago, ready to settle another score with an even bigger rival in Terrible Tito. Let's get into the business.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the tribe from Kawaguchi, Japan, weighing in at 190 pounds, a superstar! And his opponent, representing two-man power trip from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 240 pounds, Terrible Tito!
The Billy Goat, the face that runs the place, the first Grand Slam champion in company history. Shit, the first of many accolades in this company. Terrible Tito, the man to beat, the measuring stick here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. 5'6" danger. Terrible Tito, ready to lock horns. Nagasaki. Terrible Tito. 1. Fall to a finish and we underway. No, this is the main event right here, bro. And Tito coming in swinging. Ooh, Naga firing right back though. He got the pec implants. Ready to give Tito hell, unloading with the combination. A low blow to the midsection, and Nagasaki willing to do whatever it takes to pick up that elusive victory. Omega Driver. He's in the last match. But this is a match that everybody wants tickets to see. Oh, Terrible Tito. Doing my man's terrible in here. The Giant Slayer himself. Oh, but Papucho not shying away. In fact, ready to bring the fight. Reverse quick kick to the head. Nagasaki still firmly in this thing. Standing switch, taking the back, working that rear waist lock now. Young Naga trying to stay measured here. Cannot let his emotions get the better of him. Snapmare takeover. Tito back in control, working that side headlock now. That legendary 230-plus day title reign. Terrible Tito ruling this land. From last season all the way into this one, stretching through Giant Slayer unleashing hell on Nagasaki, doubling down in fact. Terrible Tito doing that man terrible, center of the ring. For the win, Terrible Tito only good for the count of 2. Giving that man a double dose of disaster. Going upstairs. Terrible Tito. 5'6" danger. One half of Logos Terribles. Planting that moonsault. Sticking the landing clean for the win. Only good for the count of 2. The aerial assault has begun, and Tito not slowing for a second. The top rope springboard moonsault from the outside to the inside, sending Nagasaki down to the outside. Reverse back elbow, and Tito now firing up here, firing on all cylinders. Couple of elbows to the midsection. Nagasaki trying to create some separation, flanking his opponent now. Using the environment to his advantage, Nagasaki, like I said at the top of this thing, willing to do whatever it takes to get past the hump. The ghost has been chasing for seasons now. Elusive, Terrible Tito. The Giant Slayer with the throwback. And once again, take it to the skies. Top rope springboard shooting star press. Zeroed in on his target now. Nagasaki, but like a crash test dummy, the sleeping Mexican cinched in, but poor in-ring position are going to force the rope break. And Terrible Tito telling Nagasaki to get your ass up. Come on. Oh, the Mexican sleeping Sleeping Mexican once again. This time in the center of the ring, nowhere to go. And Papucho gonna tap just like that. It is all over. Hanging toe-to-toe in the early goings of this match. Nagasaki thought the stars had aligned here. Imagine Tito, move for move. Then about midway through, Tito turned up the gas. It was not slowing. A man on a mission, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, looking to reclaim the top prize here in All-Star Pro. The CEO of the Masked Dynasty, the Giant Slayer, 5'6" Danger, the Billy Goat, Terrible Tito, picking up the dub in classic fashion. The two Giant Slayers and two Sleeping Mexicans later. I don't even think the toughest man could withstand that. Hats off to you, Naga. Tito, looking forward to his day with J-Rock this Saturday at Guts and Glory. Tito don't even fucking around with that man. That's terrible. Co-main event time, ladies and gentlemen. We got the ladies in action. Bailey Nelson of the Fallen, ready to step up to the reigning women's champion, Callie Rage. One-on-one in the women's division, top tier style. That's how we do it. This is your co-main event of the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Fallen from Barcelona, Spain, Sub-Zero, Bailey Nelson.
The Season 2 veteran, the former women's tag team champion, Sub-Zero, Bailey Nelson. Ready to step up to Callie Rage and smack some respect into the champ. And the Cinderella season continues. Lucky number 13.
Representing the Madness from the West Side, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Women's World Champion, Callie Rage.
The former Fight Night champion, completing the Queenmaker's Challenge, successfully cashing in en route to becoming a record-holding 3-time Women's World Champion. West Coast Callie Rage in the building. One of the best to ever do it. The reigning champion is set to go one-on-one with Britt Graves this Saturday at Guts and Glory. And that is going to be one hell of a blow of a match. The champ can't be overlooking the competition here. Nelson tough as nails. We got Bailey Nelson. We got Callie Rage. We got one-on-one action, and we are underway. Meeting in the center of the ring with the collar and elbow tie-up. Nelson not wanting to rush in. We all know about that legendary season Callie Rage is apparently still in the middle of. That 10-0 run in the middle of the season, putting everybody on notice, clearing out the division. The crazy, Bloodline rules match against Baby Bone Crusher. The Wars with Amaya Bryant, Reagan Anderson. We're talking top tier, upper echelon of women's wrestling. But the champ can't get complacent. The champion cannot get overconfident. If you're on this roster, you're a world-class athlete. The sidestep, Nelson, cleaning up off the misstep, trying to work the ground and pound. Rage, returning the favor, returning fire, dropping some elbows. Nelson gonna roll to the outside, Rage in close pursuit, giving the competition no room. No time to rest, no time to recover. I'm bringing it to you fast and furious. Oh, some misdirection, and Rage gonna play to the crowd a little bit. Nelson holding the high ground with the advantage. Yo, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us, one and all. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Been having a banger of a night of professional wrestling. These bouts tonight. HAVOK really pressing the gas all the way down to the floor. Nelson taking a cheap shot. Rage with the head movement. Nice. Nice. And Nelson hanging toe-to-toe with the champ here. Rage just cranking that elbow. Nelson's going to turn the tide now. Transitioning beautifully into that side headlock. He's squeezing that neck, applying the pressure. Rage with the push-off, going to break the stalemate. Drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. The champion working the combination now. A series of kicks. Going to close out strong with the stomp. Rage being a little overconfident. Falling victim to the leg lace takedown. And Bailey Nelson going to close out with that middle row springboard moonsault, doubling down, in fact. Nelson, a veteran of season 2. I've been ignored for far too long. Time to get my just dues, and if I got to bring the fight to the champ, I'm going to do just that. And just that she is doing. Rage trapped in a tree of woe. And unrelenting knees from Bailey Nelson. She's ready to take the champ for a ride. German suplex. Rage landing on her feet, ready to bring the fight right back. Ooh, combo breaker with a combo of her own. Nelson lighting up the champ. And the knee breaker to close out the combination into the cover. Rage able to kick before the ref can even start the count. For the third time in this match, the Lionsault from the middle row, and Nelson oozing with confidence, bursting at the seams, and overcommitting. Rage gonna make her pay. Little face crusher right in the knee, not fancy but very effective. Rage with the near fall. Champion has to be careful not to overexert herself. Going in there with a prime. Rabid Brick Graves this weekend. You got to make sure you're 100%. Over and under with the kick to the midsection. Rage off the springboard. And Nelson trying to fire up there, but Rage trying to snuff out that fire. Hard forearm right to the face. The back and forth is real. Putting some stank on it with the full Nelson slam. Bailey Nelson into the cover for the win here, and another near fall. So close she can taste it. Quite possibly the biggest match of her career if she can knock off the champ. It's like an automatic ticket to the top of the card. And Nelson right in the pocket. Not flinching, Standing toe-to-toe with one of the best to ever do it. Target the trash. Trying to go to her opponent. Drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Pop up right cross, right on the button. Nelson thinks she's done enough. Nonchalant pin for the win. Bailey Nelson only good for the count of 2. Rage snatching the single leg off the reversal. Trying to rip that hamstring. Rage off the springboard, connected with the leg drop. The champion now. Gonna hook the leg. Center of the ring for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Irish whip in the corner. Over the top, Rage. Putting those feet to work. Stomping away. Dialed in. Ready to close out here. Ready to deliver. Oh. The reversal on the reversal. We're back to square one. Reversal on the Irish whip into the ropes. There's a collision there. Rage running right through her in the foot sweep. Coming in clutch. California Rage. Bailey Nelson with the Alabama slam. Here we are, deep in the trenches, late in the game here. And this banger of an instant classic. Nelson really stepping up her game here. Will she be able to knock off the champion? And another close near fall. Working that combination. Right in the mouth. Nelson has Rage right where she wants her. And another reversal of the Irish whip. Trying to go low. Rage reversing it. Working the combination. But Nelson just right on point. Contest under pressure. Ready to explode here in the co-main event for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Ooh. Y'all get me nervous up in here. Gotta calm down. Nelson with the half and half. Nelson out of the apron. Going upstairs. All the way up to the tippity top. Nobody home. The high risk, no reward. Rage. Gonna take him for the ride. The roll up. The champion. Only good for the count of 1. But in the midsection, looking for it, the California driver. Into the cover. Referee finally in position for the win. Only good for the count of 2. The ref is a bum. And the springboard leg drop. Did not get all of it. Got enough. Nelson to the outside trying to reset. Got some separation there, and Nelson going over to the second floor, delivering the elbow. Racing into the cover with the nonchalant pin for the win. Nelson, and just like that, it is all over. The upset of the night. Bailey Nelson doing the unthinkable. Taking down Cali Rage in one-on-one action. A banger of a match. Oh, they was going for it. They was getting into the business. Tit for tat, blow for blow, beating each other from pillar to post. I tell y'all, time and time again, the women always bring it. Challenge you. Find me another more prominent women's division than that here in ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling. Continuing to make that case for that proposed all-women show. The ladies coming in here and delivering in a big way. Nelson, outlasting, holding on, striking at the exact right moment to knock off the champion. However, that fucking referee is a bum. Took that man a whole 2 seconds to get in position after the California driver. That's that bullshit.
Here is your winner, Sub-Zero, Bailey Nelson.
Congratulations, Bailey Nelson, bringing it home in the 5-star banger, the second of the evening. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, just as the old adage goes, time flies when you're having fun. It is now time for the main event of the evening. This, the Go Home Show. 2 day one veterans here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. Ready to collide. Just 5 days ahead of the Guts and Glory Extravaganza PLE. We got the big bad Turtle Harrington going one-on-one with the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, J-Rock. The big bad, the boss fight, here on Monday Night Havoc.
Representing the bad guys from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 273 pounds, Turner Harrington.
The anti-hero and a half shell. The third man and fourth individual to reach Grand Slam status in this company. The headmaster of the Turtle Academy. The big bad Turtle Harrington. This is King Cooper. See that? The big bad. Yeah, I know y'all fuck with the analogies. And another. Go ahead.
From New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling World's Heavyweight Champion, Showstopper J-Rock.
Another Day One original. Both these two individuals appearing on the very first episode of what was then known as All-Star Pro Wrestling Main Event, Havoc in Modern Times. But the Berserker, the Strongman, the Showstopper, J-Rock, finally finding that stride here in Season 3. Capturing his first title of the Grand Prix Championship just months ago, and then turning right around and winning the big one. Now the World Heavyweight Champion with that title defense scheduled with Terrible Tito this Saturday at Guts and Glory. First, he's got to make it through the big bad Turtle Harrington, J-Rock. This is the main event of the evening, the week underway. Harrington rushing in, Rock gonna pick up the scratch and immediately going for the submission. Champ said he got a hot day lined up, trying to make it an early night at the office. Of course, trying to minimize the damage done, trying to minimize the energy output. He's got a big title defense this weekend. Rock throwing those heavy haymakers into the vertical suplex, dropping Harrington. And the Cinderella season continues. J-Rock really stepping his game up. At some points, even himself saying he felt like he was lost in the shuffle, but rising to the top, all through his own merit, defying all expectations. In the main event of the biggest stage, the Day One original, J-Rock, finally claiming his destiny, but it's been a rocky month since then. Heavy as the head that wears the crown, with a big target on his back, the heaviest of heavy hitters have all been synced in. locked in. Trying to ruffle some feathers. Pushed off. Harrington stopping the attack and the roll up, the big bad. Trying to humble the champion, have that championship match. Working the combination out. Turtle Harrington unloading. A shot to the kidneys and Rock back in control. Oh, J-Rock with the transition. Locked in, measured, vintage J-Rock dropping that knee right across the eye socket. Boot to the midsection, bringing the fight to the big bad, and Harrington able to escape. The Rock on point here. Shit, both men on point. Reversals on point. Counter reversals, reversing counters, countering counters, and reversing reversals. These dudes came to show up and show out in the main event here. Rock avoiding the elbow. Harrington in a vulnerable state right now. Tossed down the ringside. The champion going upstairs. J-Rock said he's the man around here and he's got the hardware to back it up. Nice rolling neck breaker for Turtle Harrington. With more than a few tricks up his sleeve. The two-time Grand Prix champion, the former TV champion, former World Tag Team champion, of course, former World Heavyweight champion. Running the gauntlet, joining that coveted Grand Slam club, Harrington. Living up to that big bad moniker. Setting the trap there. Untying that turnbuckle. With an exposed steel. Hungry for blood. Is gleaming in the corner. Ready to ruin somebody's day. Ref count up to 9 now. The bitter taste of defeat delivered to the big bad. And J-Rock in the driver's seat. Using the environment to his advantage, sending the would-be challenger careening into those steel steps. Not once, but twice. Rock showing that mean streak, getting relentless here. Trying to wear out Harrington. Again into the steel steps, J-Rock unhinged here. The world's heavyweight champion. Losing his marbles, we're up to 14 now. Now we're in the danger zone, y'all. And Harrington gonna roll back inside the ring. Rock gonna join him. Rock with the head movement, but cannot avoid the second one. Harrington with the fisherman suplex into the cover. Referee taking a sweet ass time to get in position. Oh, the trap set by Harrington coming back to haunt him. But Harrington just gonna double down with the fisherman buster instead. Both men laid out, no doubt. Tons of damage being done. Harrington ramming those steel steps at least 5 times. Rock got to be winded here. Stamina's got to be playing a factor. We're in the main event. The champion dialed in. But to deliver another victory ahead of Gus and Glory. Trying to match Tito's energy here tonight for the win. And just like that, it is all over. And the champion pulling out the win. Also gonna rise some momentum into that huge main event world championship match. J-Rock, Terrible Tito, we are locked in. With the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, it goes down. That will be your main event this Saturday. Emanating live from New York City, New York.
Here is your winner.
All-Star Pro Wrestling takes Manhattan. Gus and Glory, the extravaganza. It goes down. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us. It's been one hell of a show as always, delivering banger after banger after banger. We got tomorrow night off. We got fight night per usual this Wednesday. We got Pile Driver this Thursday. And this weekend, it all goes down. Make sure you're tapped in, locked in, as we do it again. With that being said, I've been War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this was Monday Night Havoc. So until next time, y'all keep the peace or fight like hell. Good night, everybody.